Hello Sumit, you're welcome back to my channel. So in this video we'll be learning how to make this trendy dress. You can see the back and the front, what it looks like. So we are going to get started. So I have 4 years of the chiffon fabric. I have the elastic, then I have this little flowers that I will place on the dress as shown at the beginning of the video. So the 4 yards of the chiffon fabric I have, went ahead to cut it into two. That's two yards. So I'm going to keep one aside and I'm going to show us how to cut one. Then I'll cut the remaining one off camera. So to get this cutting, we are going to fold our fabric in a bias form, and I'm going to be showing us how to fold. So you are going to fold from the edge, from one edge of the fabric like this. You will fold it into two. Can you see? So I'm just going to go ahead and arrange it properly. When folding the fabric, you have to make sure that the edge of the fabric, the edges, it is equal. It is aligning on each other, like it's seated properly on each other. Okay, so after folding it, I'm going to hold the fabric down because it's very slippery. I'm going to hold it down. So after that, I'm going to grab my measuring tape, and at the edge of the bias folding, I'm going to measure on a part that will give me my shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement is 15 divided by 2, 7.5. So I'm going to measure 8.5. I'm adding extra 1 inch to it. So wherever my tape measurement rests on with the 8.5, that's where I will roll that straight line. That is my shoulder measurement. On that part, I came down by 1 inch, and I connected from that 1 inch to the edge of this 8.5 inches, just so that it is not too curvy. I'm just trying to straighten the line. Then from that part, I'm going to go down by 8 inches as my chest line. I'm coming down by 8 inches as my chest line. Then I took the tape upwards to see what it measured from the edge of the fabric to that 8 inches that I came down with as my chest line, to connect a straight line. So after doing that, the next thing I am going to do now, I am going to get the full length of the dress. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark the full length. I'll go ahead and mark it round. So what I did, after measuring from the shoulder measurement, the full length is 36. I'm using 36. After measuring from the shoulder to get the 36, I went ahead to place the tape at the edge of the fabric to the 36 I marked earlier to get the full measurement. Then I use it to mark it round. That way it is equal. So after marking it all round, the next thing I want to do is to get my waist measurement, which is 15 inches. Then after that, from the center front now, I'm going to create a curve from the shoulder, which is the center front of the shoulder, to the chest line. I made a curve. You know the upper part is curvy. Then after that, I am going to go ahead and cut my fabric out, but I'm going to shift it for you to see the full markings that I made on the lower part. So at this point, I wanted to mark extra 2 inches away from it to make it 34. But I'm like, it might be too short. Let me be done cutting before I will do any adjustment on the length. So I gave up. I cross-checked my measurement, which is 36. Then I went ahead to cut on the former line, which is 36. Note, I did not minus any measurement from it at this point. I am cutting on the 36 that I marked earlier. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and cut on the upper part, follow the curve that we made. So don't forget that the curve is from the shoulder to the chest line. Then I'm going to trim the edges to make sure that, to remove the rough edges away from it. Then after that, The second part of this fabric, this is one of the 2 yards I folded, and this is just one. We need four in total because it is two steps. Hope you understand. So the second part of this fabric that we cut this one from now, I'm going to fold it again to get another one of this from it. So the second part of the fabric, I've already folded it on the table. Then I'm placing this one on it to cut. This is the 2 yards. The 2 yards that I cut this first part from. It is that same 2 yards. I have folded the other part on the table to cut. So after using it to cut this part out, that's what's left, very small from the 2 yards. So now we are going to repeat the same thing to the other 2 yards. I'm going to cut like this on the other 2 yards to make it 4. So I went ahead to cut. I placed the four fabrics together here, and I cut like 1.5 away from the lower part of it. Do you understand? I minus like 1.5 away from the lower part of it to make it 34 and half. Then I trimmed the upper part. So at this point, I'm going to separate it. These are four fabrics that you are seeing with me. Don't forget, please. One fabric, one of the 2 yards, I cut two flay from one of the 2 yards. So which gives me 4. So after separating the two away from it, I am not trimming the upper part. Like I'm just trying to make sure that the curve is well placed on the remaining two fabrics. Don't forget that one part of it is going to be short. So this other two that I have with me now, this is where we are going to create the opening on the back. So the same 15 inches we measured on the side here that has the chalk marking. Say 15 inches I measured on the center back. So I'm going to go ahead to cut it away. So after cutting it away, I am going to, this is what we have, right? They are two, like I've been saying, they are two. So these two now, this is what we have when you put them together. But don't forget that the fabrics, they are not equal. So I'm going to pick one of this short one and one of the long one and trim like 2 inches away from it, so that when I place it on top of each other, it's going to give me the step. So you can see me separating them here. I'm going to bring one of the long one here too. This is the long one with me. This is the long part. So I'm going to place the short part. It is the two long parts I have folded together here, but I'm going to cut on only one. By the time I finish cutting it, you will see I should have separated one from it entirely. So here I placed the short part of the dress on it, which is the back. It's the back that is short. I placed it on it, and I went ahead to cut like 2 inches away from the lower part. So by the time we place this one on the other one, we can get the steps on the dress. It's carrying step. So I went ahead to cut 2 inches away from the lower part. You can make yours more than 2 inches, but I feel like 2 inches is okay. The difference is not too big, it's not too small. Can you see what we have? You can see that I didn't cut on the other long part. Can you see? So I'm going to place it aside, and we're going to work on the back first. So I'm going to place the back on top each other. Please take note. One of the 2 yards of the fabric, I got two cuttings from 2 yards. Do you understand? Don't separate it 1 yard. If you fold it 1 yard, it will not come out this full. So you cut it to 2 yards. You first of all fold one side of the bias to cut. Fold the other side of the bias. It will give you the cutting also. So I'm going to press this one together, like I'll sew it on top each other. After that, we are going to pipe it. Don't forget that it's the waistline we're piping. So I have this fabric with me. It is measuring 1.5 width and is long enough to go around the part we want to pipe. I'll pipe it off camera and come back. So here I went ahead to first of all sew. So this is how we're going to turn it, because an elastic is going to pass through it. So you fold it in like this and sew. Make sure it's big enough that your elastic can pass through. So after sewing it, this is what we have, and this is my elastic. I have two safety pin with me that I'm going to use to pass the elastic through the channel we've just created. So I'm measuring the volume of elastic I needed. So I measured 10 inches. Now half of my waist measurement is measuring about 16 to 17 inches. So which means I minused 7 inches from the waist measurement. So I measured 10. Now your elastic that you're using here depends on how stretchy your elastic is, okay? So I went ahead to hold both edges of the elastic with the two safety pin, and I'm going to use one of the safety pin to pass it through to get to the other side of the channel. If you are still watching at this point, please subscribe, comment, like, and share. Please, it means a lot. Comment. If you don't engage, I don't get paid. If you skip my ads, I don't get paid. So after closing both edge of the elastic, I went to put the back part aside. So now we're going to work on the front. I have to spread the front open the same way we press the back on each other. It's same thing we're going to do here. So I'm going to place the both fabrics on top of each other, right side facing right side, like so. You can see the part I am holding here, that's the center front, the part that will come on my neck, my collarbone. Then that's the side, which is the chest line that will make our curve too. After arranging it properly, I will go ahead and press it down. So here I've gone ahead to press it down, like sew it on each other, sew the two of them together. Then we are going to pipe the same way we piped the back, we are going to pipe the front. So I also have a pieces of fabric already cut out. This one is measuring it by 1 inches wide. So you are going to place it right side facing right side, sew it and turn it. So this is all we have. I'm going to show us exactly what I did on this side to the other side. So this one now, you place this other fabric also, the same measurement. Make sure that it can go around your neck, that you can tie it as long as you want. Then place it like so, right side of this strap, facing right side of the main dress, okay? Then I am going to sew from this point to the edge. Then I'll come back. So here I've gone ahead to sew. You can see this edge where the sewing stops. I'm just going to turn it the other way and show us what we will do. Then you are just going to fold it in into two like that. So it is going across the other strap that we've made earlier. Can you see what I'm doing? So you just fold it in like so. Then you sew. Then the other edge, you are just going to fold it on top each other and sew it also. I will go ahead and do that and come back. So I've gone ahead to pipe the upper part. You can see how neatly done it is. So we are going to go ahead and add our strap. So my strap is quite big. If you check the back of the dress from the beginning of the video, you can see that there is a strap that the person used to tie, the lady used to tie at the back. But mine is big. The reason why mine is big is because of my back folds. If you're used to my video, you know I make my most of the styles I recreate them according to my body type, okay? So I'm going to place the back pattern on it and mark so that it is equal, okay? So where the back is stopping, that's where our marking will be. Do you understand? So that when I join it, it will be equal. So this is the strap. The strap is not straight. Why? Because after cutting all the flay for the dress, I did not have any straight parts left. So I will advise you that you cut your strap first before you go ahead to cut your dress, okay? My strap is not straight at all. And you can see that my strap is big. because I want it to cover my back fold. You will see it at the end of the video, even though it was unable to cover everything, but I will be comfortable wearing it out the way it is because it's not exposing too much. So you are going to place the strap at the back like this. The both of them, go ahead and join the both of them and come back. So after joining the strap, can you see what we have? I'm going to cut like 1 inch of another long fabric again that we use to pipe this area straight to the point that we notched. So I'm going to pipe both sides and come back. So here I've gone ahead to pipe it. Can you see what we have? Remember, you have to attach your strap before piping this area. So now we have to join the front and back together. So remember, you are placing it right side facing right side. So I'm going to place it this way and I'll sew it all the way down. The other side, I'm going to do the same thing to this other side also. Arrange it properly and sew it all the way down. Then we can now go to placing the flowers. So after joining it together, this is what we have. You can see that it's coming together. Please don't mind my strap. I know it is big, but that way I will be comfortable wearing the dress. If not, I will not wear it. Okay. So these are the flowers I have with me. So we are going to place them on the right side of the dress. The back of the dress is not carrying flower. You can go back to the reference at the beginning of the video. The back does not have any flower in it. So you're just going to place it accordingly. Depends on how you want it. Okay, so you're just going to scatter it everywhere. So at this point, I already have my glue gum plugged to the light, so it was already melting. So you're just going to put your gum at the surface of the flower and place it. If you don't have this glue gum, there are other fabric gums in the market that you can buy that you can use to do this, okay? But this is what I choose to use. So I'm just going to place it accordingly anyhow I want it. I will do the rest of camera to save time. Then we are done with this video. So it is this is what it looks like on my body. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, comment and share. Please engage my video. Please comment. That's how I get paid. Okay, watch my ads. Okay, thank you very very much for stopping by and see you in my next video. Bye.